Hey everyone, it's Joe. Welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, I just want to say that there's a free printable or collage sheet up on my website. It's called the Small Comforts Printable, and I created this because I wanted to give back to the community, especially during these trying times. During this social isolation and social distancing period, a lot of people are finding themselves at home, and a lot of people are discovering or rediscovering art and art journaling. And I thought this printable would be a fun way to kind of help those people out and just provide some fun collage elements that you can incorporate into your art journaling spreads. So the link is down below if you want to go check this out. But the reason why I call this printable Small Comforts is because I wanted to kind of show you things that bring me so much joy and comfort during these difficult times. It's usually the smallest things that kind of bring us a lot of joy. And for me, it's freshly baked bread, a perfectly fried sunny side up egg, my plants, a perfectly made latte, card games like Uno with my family and friends. Those are things that bring me a lot of joy. And I thought I would kind of spread that gratitude and happiness through this collage sheet, just because these times are really difficult. And I don't even want to talk about the coronavirus too much, or COVID-19, just because I feel like I've been talking about that a lot on this channel. And you're probably so sick of hearing all of that news. It's good to stay informed, but go check the news for information, because I'm probably not the most credible source on that. But yeah, this is supposed to be a little lighthearted collage sheet that you can use in your journal or bullet journal or whatever. And yeah, as you can see, I am fussy cutting it like crazy. I thought about putting this through the cutting machine that I have, but then that's a whole ordeal with scanning and whatnot. So I decided to hand cut these, and that was a good 14 minutes of my life spent cutting it out. But I thought I would pre-cut everything out just so I can put it in my craft folder in my journal, and I can just refer to it like at any time. I also want to mention that my friend Mitz and Rowena from My Life Mitz and Sojourner USA actually created free printables as well, and they were the main inspiration for creating this collage sheet and free printable, because I don't know, they were just so generous and innovative in thinking this up, and I thought I would follow suit and create my own free printable. So go check their free printables out. I will link them in the description bar below. There are also some cool artists that I follow that actually have created coloring sheets and free online materials. It's so cool. There's Stephanie, I'm forgetting her last name. She's a Toronto-based artist that I follow. She has these coloring sheets, and then Abby C, a Filipino brush lettering artist or calligrapher / illustrator. I don't actually know, but she does a lot of like brush lettering. So I've been looking at her free materials as well. So I'll link them down below, because I've been learning a lot. It's like a really fun time right now, because people are posting these materials that would be usually paid for, but they're free, and you can learn a lot. So I would check out ABC's like ABC Toolkit ASAP. But today we are journaling in my Midori Traveler's Notebook in the regular size. I am still using this repurposed insert. This is actually volume 17 of my journal now, and I'm using a vertical weekly insert from 2018. And I'm still going to be using a lot of repurposed journals, just because I want to save on paper and actually use these inserts, because they were kind of pricey at the time, because they are dated for the year. I mean, this is extremely late because it is not 2018, it is 2020, but I still want to repurpose this insert just because I did pay for them and they were pricey, and you might as well just use what you have. I also like the fact that they have these grid lines and calendars and whatnot, because it kind of takes away the fear of journaling on a blank page. But today I am creating something that is out of my comfort zone, and I am pulling out these Copic markers, And there's a funny story about these. I've had these for so long, like since 2014. And I've brought these to Korea. I've brought these back to Vancouver. They've traveled all around the world. And I barely use them. Back in 2014, I fell in love with Frannerd, and there was a small part of me that thought I might become an illustrator one day. And that obviously isn't the truth. But that was the start of my art journey, and I still love watching Frannerd, and her style has deviated a lot too. She doesn't even use Copics that much anymore. But every time I see these Copics, I realize my love for drawing and art, and I am still, not very skilled at drawing, and I'm trying to learn and just do it and get over the whole fear aspect of it and just like draw for the sake of drawing. And I've been loving it. I've been drawing like every day these past few days in self-isolation. It's been fun. It's kind of freeing actually, just like doodling and drawing things. I've been posting a lot of drawings on Instagram too, and it's actually really fun. I've always wanted to do this, but I felt like I was pushed into the art journaling and collaging shell or genre on Instagram and YouTube, and I'm just trying to let go of that and just doing things that I really want to do in my journal. So if some days I will create a spread like this which has more illustrations, and some days I'll do more collaging. It really depends on my mood, and it's been really freeing just to let go of like, oh, this is what my channel's about, this is what my Instagram is all about. I'm trying to let go of that because my art and creations don't need to be confined to like algorithms and trends on Instagram and YouTube. I'm just trying to let go of that and just create stuff that I want to make, and it's been really freeing. It's crazy that this had to happen. This really realization had to happen now when I am much older, and it's just interesting, like just reflecting on the whole situation. It's been like 6 years since I purchased these markers, but now I'm actually using them, so it's kind of nice and reassuring that these markers will be used to some capacity. I'm still not really comfortable using them. But if you didn't know, Copic markers are actually alcohol markers, and they do this interesting thing where they kind of blend with each other and they spread on the page, so you kind of have to be careful with them. But I love how graphic these markers look. Like when you put a swatch down, it kind of looks like, I don't know, like an even coating of something. Like it kind of looks like paint or like acrylic paint. It has that blocky feel to them. My camera actually died halfway through this journaling session, so I apologize. But during that time, I scripted out the words "and all was well." It was just a nice quote to tie in that little illustration that I did, and it kind of ties in with the Small Comforts printable. It's just showing that there you can find solace in the small things in life, like plants and coffee. And there's just a small illustration of me sitting in front of my snake plant, having a little cup of coffee. I used some pencil crayons to add some accents, and I actually used the same green that I used for the pants in that illustration for the quote. I also pulled out my really old stamp set. This is also from Korea. I bought it from my small art store in my village. I don't have a link for it because it literally didn't come with any packaging. It got packaged with an elastic band, and I'm still using that elastic band to this day, which is hilarious. But I used this green ink from Michael's, and I just stamped the words M, or the letters MAR, to indicate March, and then I did some brush lettering with my brown Fudanowski pen, and I scripted out the word Saturday. I just added a few finishing touches with some pencil crayons and added that egg sticker at the bottom. But that's pretty much it. I only used 2 pieces of washi tape, and it was the I forget. Oh no, that's my washi tape actually from the creator box. But I really enjoyed the spread, and I really enjoyed creating this free printable. Go check it out. I'll link it in the description bar below, and tag me on Instagram or YouTube if you use it, because I do want to see how you use it in your journals. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Stay healthy, my friends, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.